Welcome to The Leverage Show. Get more from your business and your life. Be sure to share your business questions and challenges with me at leverageshow.com so I can answer them for you on future episodes. Today, I want to share with you how to get everything you want out of life and enjoy it too. I know it sounds like a massive claim. Maybe that's not going to be the reality, but what I am going to share with you is something that's really made a huge difference in my life and in my business, and I think it can do the same thing for you. So, we're all sort of burdened by this idea that we've got a lot of things to get done, especially as a business owner. We've got all of our business tasks. We've got our personal life. If you have kids or family or friends, there's a lot of different things that we want to be able to do. And for me, I know one of the challenges I always had was when I was working on things, then I was feeling a little guilty because I wasn't really able to spend the kind of time with my family and friends and do other things that other people got to do and normal people sort of were doing. And then when I was doing personal things, even if it was at a birthday party or an anniversary or whatever, I was always being nagged in the back of my mind by how much work that I had to get done and how many other things that I had to do. And so, I wasn't sleeping a lot. And basically the idea is I just was in a really sort of bad place. Even though I was physically getting things done, and maybe from the outside it looked like, I was building this business and being successful, I didn't feel very good. I didn't feel very successful, and I didn't feel very healthy or balanced. I just sort of had that internal feeling of not being balanced in terms of, what I wanted for my life. And so, I tried to reinvent some things. And, the more that I read and the more that I looked at other examples and things that I could do, I started to realize that, there's a lot of focus on time. There's a lot of focus on how much time we have in a day and all the things that need to get done during the day. But really, the biggest issue or the biggest secret to being successful and to being able to do a lot and have balance, and I'm trying to teach my kids this now, even at a young age, because I think it's important. And if they learn this lesson early, it will help them a lot in their lives, is that it isn't so much even about the time. It's about the focus. It's about the energy. It's about being present in whatever you're doing at that moment and just making sure that you're making deliberate decisions about the way you spend your time. So if you have 100 different things that you need to get done, instead of worrying about the other 99 while you're doing the first, enjoy it. Be engaged and involved and invested in that experience. If you're at a birthday party, but you've got 100 other things to do, so what? You're not going to be able to do them right now. So just deal with it and just enjoy yourself while you're at that party. Be engaged in the moment. Because what that does is a number of really good things for you. The first thing that it does is it makes you enjoy the experience. You can actually enjoy what you're doing. I mean, what a revelation to actually go through your life enjoying stuff instead of always looking to what's got to be done next or dreading what you weren't, able to get done or regretting this. Enjoy the experience. That also makes everybody around you have a better experience because you're engaged and involved and they can feel that and that resonates with them, and then you get that back in terms of the positive feeling as well. But the other thing that it does for you is it lets your mind have a break. It lets your mind focus and engage on something other than what you've got to do all the time. And that's a really valuable thing too. We're so programmed to feel like we need to be in go mode all the time. And everywhere you look, it's all about the hustle and doing this. And I believe in that stuff 100%, but I also believe in the hustle for your downtime. When you're having downtime, hustle just as hard. Enjoy it. Engage in it. Be present in your downtime. Schedule downtime. And do all of these things with full gusto, with full commitment and engagement. And what you will find, and this is the transformational power of this, and this sort of goes back to what I was saying about how to get everything you want out of your life and enjoy it too, is that when you're fully present in everything you're doing, whether it's business, whether it's your personal life, whether it's a sporting event for your kids, whether it is, even if it's something you don't think that you necessarily enjoy, you're at a party making small talk, engage in it. Be interested in the people that you're talking to. See what you can learn from somebody else. See how you can help them. What can you do to improve their life? And when you're fully invested and engaged in the stuff that you're doing, what you'll find is you become really good at it. And you get a lot more done a lot faster. Instead of being a slave to the clock and worrying about how much time you're spending on this or how much you need to do with that or whatever, instead, engage in it. And then what you'll find is when you're working and you're fully engaged in your work, you become super productive. You can get a lot more done a lot faster. And you know what's amazing about it? Is that when you get to the end of a day working that way and approaching your life and your day that way, you have a much greater feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment. You feel like, I did stuff today. I accomplished stuff. I was in it to win it today. I wasn't just going through the motions. There's that expression that you're seeing a lot now out there in the sporting world in particular, that expression about all in, all in. You see these college teams and professional teams, and that's their new slogan. And it's become sort of trite and overused and cliche. But it really is something that if you embrace for your personal and professional life, you will find that you enjoy things, you enjoy the process of things, going through them more and more. And you'll also accomplish a lot more too. That's the grand irony, is that you'll be working less, but you'll be accomplishing more because when you're doing it, you're doing it. If you're honest with yourself and you really sit back and think, you can think of times where you sort of went through the motions. You passed the time. You knew your day was going to end at whatever time. So you did what you needed to do to get through it. But you didn't really feel great about it. You were sort of half invested. But you've also had those times where you can remember looking down at your watch or your clock and saying, holy cow, I can't believe it's already been 8 hours. Like, I've just been cranking today. I've been so busy and so focused, I didn't even realize what time it was. I love to eat. And so for me, like, to miss a meal is like tough. I get headaches, I don't feel good. But I've got days where I just power right through lunch and I look up and it's like 2:30. I'm like, holy cow, like, I got to get the kids soon from school. I got to go eat something. And I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not, when I stop and think about it, I'm hungry, but I don't have a headache. Because I'm not sitting around waiting for the next milestone in my day. Instead, I'm making things happen. And it's a challenge to develop this as a habit, to do this all the time. It's easy to do it once in a while, but that's my challenge to you. And the challenge to myself is to live every moment with full engagement and full investment. If you're enjoying something, if it's something that's social, be fully invested in it. Forget about work. Don't think about that stuff right now. But when you sit down to do your work, same thing. Have an agenda. Rip through that agenda. Take no prisoners. You know what I mean? That's the way you need to do it. And if you approach everything in your life that way, man, you will live long, full days, and you will feel great at the end of the day, and you'll sleep like a baby at night because you'll be exhausted. It's tiring. It takes stamina to do that, to be fully engaged and invested. It takes energy, but it's a habit, just like anything else. And it's something that's helped me a great deal. And again, it's a work in progress. I'm not perfect at it. I make tons of, I have those days where I'm like, but I try to focus on being engaged in what I'm doing. And I find that I can get more done in 4 hours in a day than most people get done in 8. And then is time really an obstacle anymore? It's not. It's not. Because on those days, you get more done in a shorter period of time than most people get done all day. And when you are a business owner and you have a family and you have a busy life and you feel like you have too many responsibilities to possibly get them all done. That is the secret. That's the secret to getting everything you want out of life. Smashing it with your business and professional life. Smashing it in your personal life and having great relationships. And being able to do the whole thing. You know, as Rod Tidwell said and Jerry Maguire, that's the Quan, baby. Some brothers will have the coin, they'll never have the Quan. Well, that's how you get the Quan. You focus, you give everything you've got to everything that you're doing, and you tune out everything else at the moment. Just make sure that your priorities are straight. So what that doesn't end up is playing a 4-hour video game today because you're fully invested and you forgot to do your work. So give that a shot. Work hard at it. Focus on it. Try to develop that as a habit over the next month. And I think you'll find that you transform your business, you transform your personal life, and you transform your self-image also, all at the same time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a question, post it at LeverageShow.com so I can answer it for you in a future episode. And until next time, make it happen.